Hey guys, something I wanted to talk about today, and it's a little bit late, and I'm gonna have to get going in a second. So this is gonna be a quicker vlog than I'd like it to, but I want to put it out there just so I remember to talk about it again in the future. And that's the role of relationships and happiness, and specifically bad relationships, relationships that we have no business being. People we bring into our lives, and that could be a loved one, that could be a friend, it could be a close person to you in some way, but someone who has had a very negative impact in your life. And I can tell you that at one time I was in a really bad relationship, and I'm not going to say that that person was a bad person. Our values just did not meet, and so we made each other's lives a living hell. And it got to the point I was living with this person. I extended it a lot longer than I should have, and I made some really bad choices by choosing to move in with this person, even though I knew that we weren't congruent with each other. And it got to the point where I would come home and I'd run into the bathroom to hide. Now, what is that? I'm a man, and I'm hiding in a bathroom. Whose fault is that? It's not hers. It definitely wasn't hers. It was my fault. It was my fault for not being a man and stepping up and saying, you know what, this isn't working. We need to separate from each other. We need to move on so that both of us can be happy. But the problem is we allow our human emotion, our very human emotion, to come into play, and we say, well, I'm a little bit scared of being alone, or I'm a little bit scared that that person might not be happy with me, but maybe they'll be happy with another person. And that's our ego speaking. You know what? Fuck your ego. Fuck my ego. Wasted years of my life being unhappy because of my own choice. Like I said, it wasn't her fault. That's my fault. If you're in a relationship that you don't belong in, and you don't make the choice to get out of it, no matter what kind of situation you're in, there is nobody on this planet who can make you feel less than what you are without your permission. There is nothing that anyone else can do to you to make you feel like less of a person without your permission. Of course, yes, we do have rape, we have things like that, violent crime, but I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about the people we love, the people we let into our lives, and how we allow those relationships to become cancers on us. By the end of that 3 years, I was a fraction of a man. I wasn't a real man. I had no ability to make decisions. I had no ability to think. I wasn't thinking clearly. And again, it was because of me. It was because of everything that I was allowing to happen. And it goes back to self-esteem. It's because I had this overriding sense of guilt stemming back to my own service in the Marine Corps, where I felt like I got out too early and I wasn't there for my friends. And so I created this fantasy in my head that this part of my life was punishment and that I had to accept it. Don't do that to yourself. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than allowing yourself that kind of pain. Don't waste years of your life. Every second that goes by is a second gone, and you're never going to be younger than you are today.